If you look at the IT sector itself, then the official data from about 2008 is about 2% of the carbon equivalents is used by IT itself. We heard today, Dr. Balzak, that U 2.4 to 4% is probably more recent, more realistic. Depends always on what kind of countries you are. In Switzerland, you have about 10% of electricity used for computers, computer type activities, communication. That includes actually also embedded computing and even the consumer electronics field. And in some of our members, bigger companies, service companies, if you just look at their electricity they use, then maybe within the company more than 50% is often used by the IT areas. So quite substantial, but here's the killer. If you look at an IT budget and you include everything, all the personnel, the premises, overheads of the company, on and on, then at least in Switzerland, the actual energy cost, electricity cost, within the budget is 1 to 2%, almost nothing. If you have look just at the data center, that increases, of course, maybe up to 10% or something like that. And in different countries, the numbers might be a little bit higher here, but it's a low number. So why should the CIO concentrate on reducing energy? He knows there's not that much he can save on the bottom line. That's our difficulty we work with. There's the other 98% of energy being used. And this is, of course, where IT can do a lot. And the kind of mother of all studies is coming out of the Smart 2020 report, out of the climate group, which describes in what areas one can save energy by having smart IT applications implemented. And they're huge. They talk about 15% by the year 2020. It's mostly in the areas, the power area itself, smart grid, etc., buildings, smart buildings, the whole mobility area. These are the big areas where with smart IT applications one really can do a lot. And there was even some number in there, a huge amount of money can be saved with these applications. So there's clearly some work to do here. Now, if we talk just about cost savings, which is a small part of the whole green IT development. After all, we want to have an impact on ecology, getting rid of all this dirty energy. But there is direct savings and indirect savings. Direct savings, for example, your energy bill is lower. You can lower your energy bill. Or you use less hardware and software because you make an effort to reduce energy, green your enterprise, and by doing that, maybe you decide I do a consolidation of my servers, and they have less servers, and that can save hardware and software, etc. One of the biggest recent things going on, very big thing in Switzerland, if new data centers are being built, sometimes even existing ones, the most important part to have as green data center as possible is to be able to sell the heat you create in the data center. So do it somewhere where you already have a contract with somebody who buys your heat. And for example, IBM predicts that in the future, all the major data centers, or many of the major data centers, will be in the heat selling business. And they predict that maybe 50% of the energy you buy, the electricity, you can get back through selling heat in terms of money. So this is a really big thing going on. And then the indirect savings, of course. For example, we have one company in our group, big insurance company. They made an effort to look at all the IT areas to green, to become more green, mostly reduce the CO2 footprint. They did it worldwide. And then they looked at other opportunities, and the CIO told me, if all the employees in the IT department would work from home 1 day per week, they could reduce the footprint more than all the technical implementations in the IT infrastructure.